1, 2, 3. Howdy folks, thanks for checking out the lesson here at Music with Ryan. In this one, we're gonna take a look at a 12-bar blues composition I've entitled Groovy, Acoustic Blues, and E. And this lesson's gonna be kind of twofold. What you just saw and heard there at the beginning is a kind of call and response type of blues, and it's something that you can do as a standalone piece, right? You can play all by yourself. We're gonna kind of do a shuffle for a half bar and then play some licks for a half bar, thus the kind of the call and response. I'm also going to include a short lesson on how to just play rhythm or accompaniment or the shuffle part for each chord, talk about the feel and the groove of this style of blues. If you want to access the full-length lesson, download the tabs and the audio tracks, access the slowdowner and looper, click the link in the description to learn how. And please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy these style of lessons. So let's put those the first two measures on the screen. And you'll notice we start the good old B7 chord up on the 7th fret there. And we have 7 on the E. I know it's kind of hard to see on the tab there, but 7 on the E, 9 on the A, 7, and then 8 on the G, 7 on the E, B, and the E string. Okay, so bar chord on the 7th fret without the pinky, right? B7, same as here. But I decided to bar it. And there's no time here, as you notice at the beginning of the performance. I just kind of give us a start. We start on the 5 chord, right, of E. We're in the key of E, starting on the 5 there, and it just kind of creates the suspension or the tension, if you will. And then on measure 2, the pickup will be on the E of 3, okay? So 16th notes are said 1 E and a, right? And so we have rest on beat 1, beat 2, or quarter note rest, 1, 2, and then a 16th note rest on beat 3 there. So the E of 3. So that'll be the little trick to, that's kind of the rhythm motif, if you will, to this whole piece, is that we do a lot of things on the E of 3. So here's what it sounds like. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Again, we're going to be doing that rhythmic motif or theme, phrase, however you want to think about it. We're going to be doing that a lot. That's when a lot of the licks will start. And, if I didn't mention already, this tune, this arrangement kind of has a little bit of a call and response feel to it, right? We're going to be doing a shuffle for half the bar, and then we'll be doing a lick for half the bar. So the call, and then we'll get into the response. Back to the call. Okay, let me just play those first two measures, and then we'll get into that here in a second. But I wanted to make that note. So again, you can play that B7 chord. I just kind of nice little brush stroke across them, and then whenever you're ready to kind of start the beat, it's 1, 2, 3. And again, we 2 to 4 slide on the G, open E, and then we shoot back down to 2, and then 0, 1 hammer on the G, and then open E. 4 E and a. Okay, and then the next two measures, put them on the screen there, 3 and 4. We're going to get into that shuffle and the official kind of call and response here. And So measure 3, you know, we're gonna do the E shuffle there. So open E and 2nd fret on the A, and it's gonna be 1 and then 2 E and, okay, so 1 and then we'll go 4th fret on the A, back to 2, 4, and then 4 again. Then we're gonna slide to the 5th fret on that A string. And then right here is the E of 3. We're gonna do our lick. 1, 2 slide on the A, open D, and then a 1-0 pull on the A. It's gonna be a grace note pull. 3 on the low E, open A, 3 on the low E. So that measure exactly, if you can get this measure, you can essentially kind of get the whole piece. And again, that pull off is real quick, sharp. It's a grace note, right? Just like a flick, if you will. Say that again. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and. Okay, tricky little timing thing in there, but that's what gives it the piece, you know, its whole vibe. Really, is the feel and the timing. And then measure 4, we're gonna do that same shuffle there, the call, and then we just do a little bit different lick, and then this time it's on the and of 3. So open D, 2nd fret D, and then back to open D, 2nd fret A, and then 3 on the low E with a bend. Just a 1/4 step bend or just barely. And we'll go back to 2nd fret A and open E there. All right, so those 2 measures, one more time here, in context a little bit. So 3, 4, and okay, so when we do that shuffle, 4 to slide to 5. That's might be the little tricky spot there if I didn't mention. Okay, so let's move on. Measures 5 and 6, kind of similar things going on here. We're gonna do the same like we did at the top. So here's what those 2 sound like. So it's kind of tricky with the pick is that you kind of have to skip some strings to grab the notes, right? So we're gonna, in measure 5, we're gonna do our shuffle. So 1 and a 2 E and a 3, and then I gotta skip up to the G string, 2 to 4 slide on the G, open E, quick slide down to 2, 0, 1 hammer on the G, open E. And I want that open E, I want some of these notes to ring out as long as they can. Okay, and then measure 6 to get back to the shuffle. And then here's the lick we've already done. 1, 2, slide on the A, open D, 1-0 pull, grace note, and then 3 on the low E, open A, 3 on the low E. So those 2 measures, 3, 4. And 2, as you notice, I kind of do some different fingerings when I'm getting back to the shuffle. You know, when I came from this lick, I actually fingered, you know, kind of a regular old E chord. And then when I had to go to the 4th fret, then I kind of got out of it, as you notice there. So, you know, you'll see me kind of get back into the shuffle maybe with some different fingerings. And again, when I play the blues, I think I always feel like there's a little bit more liberty. You know, it's often slower. So again, we just have more options. So let's move on here to measure 7 and 8. We're gonna go to the A chord, the 4, and do the shuffle there in our licks. So okay, missed the note there, but measure 7. Again, we go to the A, so open A and 2nd fret on the D, and 1 and 2 E and 3, and then we're gonna do the essentially kind of the same lick we did over the E chord, but now over the A. 1 2 hamp slide on the D, open G, 1 0 pull on the D, gets a grace note, 3 on the A, open D, 3 on the A. So. And then measure 8, we do this shuffle again, or the call. And then we're gonna shoot up the neck. We're gonna, again, we're gonna get up the neck, go to the 9th fret on the D string, 9, and then 7 on the G, 9 on the G, and then 8 on the B, 9 on the G, 8, 9, and then we're gonna come back down to the low E. That'll be my fingering. I think I fingered it wrong just a second ago, but this will most likely be the finger with having the 3rd finger on the G and the 2nd finger on the B. So 3rd finger, 1st, 3rd, and 2. And then I want to hit the low E as these fingers are ringing right here. I want to hit that low E. So just those 2 measures real quick. 2, 3, 4. The Groovy little acoustic blues in E. If you want to download the tabs and access the rest of it, just click the link in the description below, and we'll move on when you're ready.